Right. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yes. Please
Okay.
show this slideshow this.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Exchange DAO. So we are Exchange DAO, and this slide was prepared and it's going to be presented by the Exchange DAO working group leads. So in Exchange DAO, our goal is to create lasting impact through 500 meaningful learning sessions while building sustainable pathways for community growth. The DAO aims to strengthen knowledge exchange, partnerships, and regenerative models that can continue beyond cohort two. And we all know that cohort depth two is focused on regenerative model, trying to create regenerative models so that DAOs can continue and DAOs can self-sustain themselves. So why this approach? Change DAO uses peer-to-peer learning to enable meaningful knowledge exchange, collaboration, and community-driven growth. The model empowers partnership to learn from one. The model empowers participants to learn from one another through real-time one-on-one sessions. Now, we all have I need to just give me a minute. Once in a while we peers people interact, peer groups interact, and they interact informally, like they just interact and with no direct topic. But in Exchange DAO, using the CED platform, we're going to create categories. We're going to have topics. We're going to have trained guides, which are going to be the hosts. We're going to have trained guides, which will host these sessions, create sessions, host them, and our team will audit these sessions before they're even uploaded to the platform to make sure every topic, every session put out there is a quality session. Now, the tone and spirit will be community driven. Since we are a community, it's a DAO, which is a community. It's going to be inclusive. Everyone is going to be inclusive, both the internal team and the external participants. It's going to be collaborative and most of all regenerative. So Exchange DAO promotes peer-to-peer shared ownership, authentic peer learning, shared ownership, and meaningful participation.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the internet connection.
Listed out the working group leads. The DAO. Hello, am I?
Yeah, it's perfect now. Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. So we have Dr. Amit Saha, who is the documentation working group lead. We have Desiree Haman, the partnerships lead. We have Onu Stella, which is in charge of communications. We have Sebastian in charge of the session design and facilitation working group. So the overview of the master plan is it outlines a decentralized peer-to-peer learning ecosystem focused on meaningful one-on-one sessions, collaboration, and regenerative knowledge exchange. It aims to empower guides and explorers through structured learning, governance, and sustainable community growth. Then I'll be calling on my different working group leads to just say a few things their about their plan. So I'll be calling on this first. I'll be calling on the session design and facilitation lead, Onu Stella. Stella, please, can you hop on?
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one we have here is the section design and facilitation working group, which focuses on delivering structured, high-quality learning sections by onboarding guides and explorers ensuring effective facilitation, and maintaining a section booking system with strong quality standards and documentation. This is going to enable us so that when these people actually get onboarded, the sections are going to be properly designed and well structured, so it doesn't look like we don't know what we are doing.
Okay, thank you very much, Stella. Thank you. The next working group is the Communications and Community Working Group. This working group drives community engagement, onboarding, and storytelling through consistent communication, content creation, and participant interaction across internal and external channels. So it passes information both internally and externally. Internally means the participants we've onboarded, both the host and the participants, we are going to, and the explorers, we're going to have Discord channels for them where they'll all exist. They can all share information, and also get information about sessions that are available, sessions that have been created, and they can also report if they have any problem. They can also report there. Then also, this working group will also be in charge of sharing information externally. So they also make up they compose stories, content, great content, and a lot of things, and they share it to the external world on LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, which are the Cambria's three social media platforms. So they share it there so that it helps also create that visibility and brings in the sponsorship for us. Then next is the Regeneration and Partnership Working Group, which aims to build external partnerships and sponsorships and transform session outputs into regenerative assets, such as reports, case studies, and funding opportunities for long-term sustainability. So in this working group, they work on creating external partnerships and sponsorships so that these sessions can be held for free for individuals, because knowledge is one of the most expensive things, as we all know. But we're trying to get sponsorships so that sessions can be held. So we've been thinking of different kind of sponsorships, and we're thinking about reaching out to NGOs. Like an example is climate actions NGO, climate action organization, where they can where we can host sessions on climate advocacy, and they sponsor it, and we get to inform the environment, inform people about climate changes, about environmental sustainability. Then the next is the Documentation and Archive Working Group. So I'll be calling on Mr. Amit Saha to speak on this. Mr. Amit, your turn.
Yes, thank you, Kenki. So this is the documentation is the backbone for this particular group, because we have to ensure that whatever is presented is logged and is properly validated and it is transparent, so that we can achieve the goal of 500 sessions. So, so that is the main objective for the whole documentation, and we are going to use some tools to ensure that it is done 100% accurate, and right from the registration of the session till it is finally documented, and it is I mean, as Okaki suggested, that it will be free sessions, but we will take the help of partners, some NGOs and other groups, to ensure that it is sustainable. So the whole process of documentation will be done using the Google Sheets and other tools that we'll be doing with the different team members who have come forward to work with me, and to ensure that it is done properly and the data is captured using the proper dashboards that is automated to some extent. We will ensure that it will give us reminders every week that how many sessions you have completed, and if there is less sessions, then it will send up a trigger so that we can take some actions, proactive actions immediately. And I look forward to any feedback or questions for this particular group. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Amit Saha. Yep. So moving on, the key outcomes we will achieve from each working group plans. So for the session design and facilitation working group, we'll need to have at least 100 explorers onboarded. We have 20 guides that have been trained, and we'll also deliver at least 500 structured sessions. Then the regenerative goal here is to develop scalable peer learning system with sustained session engagement across cohort 2. Then the next, the communications and community working group, we aim to develop high community engagement, improved onboarding, and consistent DAO visibility across platforms. The goal is to develop strong participant retention and increased DAO awareness through storytelling and content. The next working group is the regeneration and partnership. We aim to achieve 5 external partnerships, 2 sponsor a session initiatives where we reach out to organizations and they choose to sponsor a session. We'll get the cost for hosting a single session, and they sponsor any amount of sessions they want to. Then the next is 10 plus regenerative assets produced. Then the regenerative goal is sustainable funding and external collaboration ecosystem for long-term DAO growth. Then next, we have the documentation and archive working group. Its goal is to achieve 100% validation of 500 sessions, real-time tracking system, and final DAO summary reports delivery. The regenerative goal is fully transparent, auditable data system, supporting tokenomics and DAO scalability. Then our budget request. For our budget request, we are allocating 300 USDT for community activation meetups and workshops. So we're going to have physical meetups at different communities with high demography of participants and DAO members. So we host these meetups, we engage them, tell them about the CED platform, interest them, just enlighten them about the platform. The next is the session design and facilitation, which will be allotted 250 USDT. So this will cover session structuring, facilitation frameworks, and delivering systems to ensure high quality learning experiences. So this working group will be in charge of providing a framework on how sessions should be structured, and also validating these sessions before they are put up on the platform. And after these sessions are held, they also validate it to make sure that this session, both the participants and the guide, were all satisfied. Then the next is the documentation and knowledge, which is allotted 250 USDT to support the validation, logging, and archiving of data. The next is communications and community engagement operations, allotted 300 USDT, which enables content creation, onboarding, communication, storytelling, and continuous community engagement. The next is Regenerative and Partnership Development Fund, which is 300 USDT. We'll use this to set up meetings, prepare emails, drafts, and everything we need to reach out to sponsors, people that want to partner with, so we can see how many of these partners and sponsors we can get. The next is the reward for guides and hosts. So we're allotting 1,500 USDT for guides for providing exceptional or near perfect sessions, because our goal is also to provide quality sessions. So guides that can give very good sessions, after the auditing, the sessions is a very good session, then they are likely to get rewards. Then finally, we have the contingency, which is 100 USDT. The proposal, the collaboration with partners. Give me a minute, please. The collaboration with external partners. So that Exchange DAO will collaborate with universities, NGOs, and organizations to expand learning opportunities and create real-world impact through peer-to-peer sessions. These partnerships will also sponsor a session initiative, knowledge exchange, and regenerative growth beyond the DAO ecosystem. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, thank you, Okiki, Amisaha, Onustala, all the working group leads and on Exchange DAO member for putting on the great work and spend your time and effort to build this amazing master plan and working group plan and spend the time for today's meeting. So move forward, I will share a bit of as a DAO facilitator, we will share a bit about our comments and feedbacks on your proposal. Okay, so the first thing is please wait for a few seconds for the slide to settle. Okay, so the first thing is I want to share about our key strength on working on the master plan, working group plan. So the first thing is that there is a strong organizational design throughout the plans. So the roles, responsibility, workflows, and reporting structures are clearly established across all the working groups. And so it's create a solid operational framework for the cohort 2 and for everyone member to interact and work toward the goal. The next things, the next key strengths is the next key things is about the comprehensive execution strategies where DAO combines session delivery, community engagement, documentation, and regeneration activities within a very cohesive system that designed to support both the impact goal and also the regenerative and sustainable goal for the long-term run. And the final key strength is strong accountability and reporting system. So the DAO has, as Exchange DAO has established a clear documentation, validation, reporting, and quality assurance system and processes across all the working groups. So it established a very strong foundation for transparency, progress tracking, and evidence-based decision making to inform other decision and process in the execution phase. So that is the key strength that we as the DAO facilitator have observed. And now we can move on to a more room for improvement that we can do for reviewing the DAO. So the first key improvement is about the workflow alignment. So cross working group dependencies as all working group leads have identified, but there should be a need for a clear workflow between session design, documentation, communication, and regeneration working groups as a whole rather than individual work or unitary work. And so this would strengthen the coordination and execution phase when we work toward executing the plan. And the next thing to improve is about paying more attention to the regeneration pathway. So every Exchange DAO member needs to consider clarifying how session outcomes, participant stories, or community engagement activities will be converted into sponsorship opportunities, partnership proposal, and other regenerative assets that contribute to the DAO sustainability goals. And given the example of the regeneration metrics, the plan would be strengthened by linking regeneration activities to expected financial outcomes. So we give an example here. So if sponsor a session initiative is expected to generate approximately $500 and partnership contribute to an additional $2,000 in value of funding. So the pathway toward the DAO 3,000 regeneration target will become much more clear and easier to track in terms of number and quantitative data rather than the qualitative measuring. So it would be a better improvement for the regeneration metrics for documentation and further execution. So that is all about the key feedbacks on strengths and improvement that I want to give to the Exchange DAO member to finalize on their working group plans and master plan to be prepared for the XDAO voting. So moving on, I will share a bit about the next step that and timeline that we need to follow. So as we see and follow on the timeline, we have finalized the master plan and the working group plan. So for now, there's the opportunity for you all to revise the feedback, making some adjustment or correction if needed based on DAO facilitator feedbacks, and be prepared for submitting the final proposal and voting on XDAO. So there is a fixed window from June 22nd to June 29. So for you to officially submit on your proposal and doing the voting with the due date on June 29. So please pay attention on the timeline and to do everything on time and promptly. And if you need any support, please first reach out to the Discord community so that you guys can get one-on-one or immediate action or support from us before. If there any further question or prop issue, you can contact us via the contact form if needed. But please reach out to the Discord community first. Okay, so for next things is about the plan of July when we're doing the real execution of the approved master plan, working group plan, when the first payment of 70% will be received. And there's a timeline that will follow this, but I will not dive deeply into it at this point because we need to draft things up for the XDAO voting and further discussion and further DAO weekly meeting. I will provide more information about that. So please don't worry too much. Okay, so that is all about sharing from DAO facilitators and the feedbacks and updates that I need to provide to all the Exchange DAO members. And thank you for your patience. Now I will pass the mic to Yun for more interaction and asking about your opinion and sharings. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Before we move to the Q&A, after hearing today's DAO presentation, do you have any feedback, suggestion, or ideas that could help strengthen any of the Exchange DAO plan? We will especially welcome insights on collaboration, implementation, or regeneration, and community engagement. Okay, I see Mission. Can you turn on your mic?
Hi. I would like to congratulate Exchange DAO. It was very well presented, and I really liked that they had both Chinedu and Amit speaking, because it shows the collaboration that you guys have inside your very own team. Plus, the suggestion you guys had, I really want to work on it. Right now, I just don't know how. So let's help each other. But that's such a good suggestion. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mission, for your request for collaboration. I think that Exchange DAO lead, maybe OKK, you will reach out to CC Nation for the future collaboration. So next, I would like to hear from some of our Exchange DAO members How was your experience working in a decentralized environment to develop your proposal? Like what worked well, what challenges did you face, and what lesson would you want to share with other dev participants? So perhaps Okiki or one of our working group lead would like to share a brief lesson. Oh. Hello,
Yeah.
we hear you. Okay.
Okay, hello. Okay, let me share. First, it was nice. No, I'm already familiar with working in a decentralized platform because of Dep One. But here, when we started at first, I found that some members didn't really understand the way the whole thing works. So I had to slow down. I had to slow down. I had to even had a one-on-one call with some of my team members so I can explain every single thing we are doing. So I had to organize one-on-one call. I had a call with Dr. Ahmad Shah. I had a call with Dr. I think his name is he's on the call. I really can't pronounce his name. I had a call with several persons so I can explain the whole thing to them. But I'm really happy now because they've all caught up, like they all understand what we're doing and they're all following up. I don't know if Sebastian is on the call right now. I would really want him to also speak and say something. Yeah, Sebastian, please, can you speak? He's on the call.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Yes, I was one of the YG lead for the session design. Sorry, okay. So basically, do I need to present something?
No, you don't. Just state your experience working and Exchange DAO so far.
Oh yeah, sure. For the first time I was joining, there's a little bit having issue with my internet connections, and I think that I kind of a bit lost for catching up with my team. But somehow, for all the members in Exchange DAO have been helping me a lot. I've been texting one of the lead as well. We exchange how we could help each other out, and he also one of the amazing people outside. Okiki was helping me to explain a bit that I was I think that because I was joined later on, I didn't know about how the master plan stuff, but actually we kind of catch up later and understood how the working plan will be applied. That's from me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for Okiki and Sebastian for your sharing your thoughts and suggestion. Now we have to select one question that may be valuable for all participants. Okay. So there is a question that from as a program transition from planning to implementation, what are the most actions that working group lead that members should prioritize and add in any example or resources from previous dev cohort that can help newer participants understand how to contribute effectively? And about our answer here, like from previous dev cohort, one of the biggest success factors that was not having the most ambitious plan but maintain strong communication, accountability, and consistent contribution to our implementation. We also encourage everyone to review the Excel guideline, quick start guide, and the dev implementation timeline and next step resources. So these materials should provide practical guidance on proposal workflow, governance processes, upcoming milestone, and key action expected from all participants. This is the end of the Q&A exchange DAO. Thank you everyone for your participation and thoughtful contribution. We appreciate all questions, suggestions, and reflections shared today. With that, so we'll wrap up this discussion segment and we move to our next DAO presentation. Let's